Okay, so once you have your password put into the my NHT, I apologize, I had to look it up. You will get this. These are the databases. And again, I'm going to start with Ebsco host because this is the biggest database of articles in one location. This is not to say that you should exclusively use Ebsco host. On the contrary, you need to explore the other databases. But we are going to start with the first one here, Ebsco Discovery Service. Okay, now I am going to move to the advanced search because this lets me do a couple different options which are important. The first thing I always do when conducting research is I click peer reviewed. Oops. You are looking for peer reviewed articles, so you might as well have the database only show you those peer reviewed articles. And I am also going to be lazy and select full text. All right? That means it's only going to pull full text articles that are peer reviewed. Now, if you are local to the NHTI library or if you do not mind waiting for interlibrary loan to come through, and sometimes it only takes like a day or two for journal articles, about a week for books, feel free to leave the full text unchecked. But for sake of demonstration purposes, this is what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to search for writing. All right, and I'm going to search. Now I should get 348,000 peer-reviewed full-text articles. The very first thing I'm going to do is over here on the left-hand side, I have articles going back to 1742, which seems kind of cool, but I'm just going to ignore that. I don't want any article that is older than, I should have just typed it in the box, 15 years old. So I only want stuff from 2000 to 2015. So that should update, and I still have 343,000. Fantastic. What we are going to do next is I'm going to put something else in the box. I don't, oh, there we go. We're down 100,000. My Wi-Fi is slow here. I apologize. I don't speak librarian, so I don't mess with these fields too often. But you are more than welcome to play, and research kind of is like a academic hide and seek if you want a parallel there. So in this next box here, I'm going to do writing and college. And let's see how many we get. Click search. We're thinking down to 28,000. Still way too many sources for me to even begin to start. So what specifically about college and writing do I want to look at? And we're going to go with multimodal. Okay, this is a research interest of mine. So let's see if we can get down from 28,000 resources. We are down to 97. Still is a little bit too much. So I'm going to add the plus sign here, and I'm going to add digital. We are down to 18. So that is better as well. Okay, so let me scroll through and see if I can find one that would be here. No, wait. Let's look at this one. Digital storytelling in a place-based composition course. So let me show you how to read this and give you a few tidbits. So first off, when I do research, I make sure I write down all of these subject terms for each article I look at. The subject terms are essentially librarian. Just like amo is Latin for love, these subject terms here are the language for which you could plug these words into these search boxes and get different things. So I always write these down. Now over here, you may create a folder to save all your research. You can email the articles to yourself. You can export/download them. Most articles you can actually listen to. You may translate them if you need to. And if you click the Cite button, it will provide citation styles for you. So here's the APA. And then if you scroll down, here's the MLA citation. So then you really just need to copy paste that into your document software. Now, the first thing you should, well, after you do this, write these down. I like to read the abstract. The abstract, as you can see here, most of them are from the author. And it just tells you in a very short synopsis what the article is about. You'll notice the words that you have searched for are in bold. Okay? And then it tells you that, it's 6,000 words long, it has 4 images, and then you have the article here. And you can listen to it if you would rather. You can actually choose from an American, Australian, or British accent. Okay? Now say you really like this article. I'm going to download the PDF full text. And what it actually does is it downloads the entire journal that it's from. Left-hand side shows you it's from the Journal of Adolescent and Adult Literacy. Okay, from December 1st, 2013. And here's the full context. Here is the article, which happens to be the feature article. So, say I read all 13 pages of this, and it is fabulous. I am pulling so much out. I'm writing notes upon notes upon notes, and I just can't get enough of this article. It's fabulous. But you're done with it, and now you need to find another source. Here's a shortcut. Look at the references in this article. All peer-reviewed articles have a list of references, and that's what makes them really, really helpful. So if we scroll through these references, and let me see, I like this one. Whoops, highlight the wrong thing. Might not be able to do this. Let's see. Nope, that's good enough. So I like this one by Kerwood, iPoetry, Creating Space for New Literacies in the English Classroom. Since this article that I loved cites that, it makes sense that that article and most of the references in this article would also be beneficial. So why wouldn't you start looking for these specifically? Does that make sense? I hope so. That's something I didn't learn until grad school, and I really wish I had learned that trick earlier. Okay? So that, in a nutshell, is how you do academic peer-reviewed scholarly research on the NHTI library. If you have any questions, let me know.